Hi Gemini, welcome to your reading for March 2023. This is for those with Gemini sun, moon, or rising, or if you have a stellium, which is 3 or more planets in a sign, then this can also be helpful to you. I have already meditated on the cards, so we'll get started in just a minute with the shuffling. Remember, this is a general reading, so it's not going to resonate 100% for everybody. Keep the parts that resonate for you and leave the rest for whoever it may be intended for. For a more comprehensive overview of the month's potentials for you, I would recommend watching all 3 of your signs, your sun, moon, and rising. So let's get started and see what the month has in store for you. Okay, Gemini, so let's get started with your reading. I did actually have to finish recording the next day because I had some things come up, but let's get started here. Usually this would represent money to me in some way, 10 of Pentacles, but it's coming through to me now as like you staying within the rules and boundaries of tradition of some kind, or being conservative in nature in an area of your life. So if this is the case, then this is kind of like a reminder that sometimes, you need to break through the glass ceiling. You need to take risks in order to grow beyond, what limited your parents or their parents or ancestors prior to them. This is to do with your beliefs around prosperity, which is showing up for you now. Cat hair all over here, sorry about that. So it is to do with money, I guess, but it's about your beliefs and feelings around money. Something's changing here. Now, when you're ready to accept this, I think the roots of that belief will grow stronger and things will suddenly start growing more. So maybe you're feeling a lack in this area currently, but you need to realize that all is in accordance with perfect divine timing in your life and all of your plans, projects, and desires now, okay? Everything's going as it's supposed to. Right now, it's more about the mental capacity around this area. Now, you do need to just allow your heart to be filled with love and peace with this knowing, okay, that it's all kind of playing out in the way it needs to right now. Yeah, the problem is imposter syndrome. That's what's limiting you. That's the limiting belief you need to overcome so that the prosperity can grow. Now, this can be challenging because it can feel extremely uncomfortable to visit and consciously engage with those aspects of your personality to do with those subconscious beliefs. Now, for some of you, this can be to do with low self-esteem or body issues that you have yet to really love and accept. And if that's the case, then this will also be a component to increasing your success and prosperity. I'm so sorry. I feel like I'm talking with a lisp here. I'm doing Invisalign treatment and it's really difficult and uncomfortable to talk. But anyway, so if you hear me like sounding weird, that's why. Now, so where were we? Okay, yeah, so if you're struggling with that, like those aspects, if this is a more self-esteem or body related, then it may be helpful to find someone who inspires you and try to learn from them in some way to foster the confidence in you, the same in you that they have, and unearth your hidden talents. It could be in a not just self-esteem, this could be related to a career path or a job, how someone makes money. Let it inspire you. Now, the good news is that you're understanding these things now. That's coming through clearly here. You're getting it. So that's all good. And, you're becoming more powerful. You're beginning to master manifestation techniques, mastering the ability to bring into being that which is desired by you, by your mind, your heart as well, as the capacity to sustain it, which is actually the most important part, right? No good in getting it if you don't know how to keep it. But be creative and daring in your ideas, and be practical in the planning and effort toward them now, okay? Now, this new attitude brings in changes. Blessings are going to be coming in now, even if you don't feel this immediately, even if it actually feels like there's storms or delays or disappointments. Know that a wonderful new opportunity will present that takes you in a new direction. And you're receiving divine grace and assistance through your life at this time as you allow the divine plan and these changes to, simply flow as you maintain trust and faith. I do want you to stay out of the realm of being self-serving though, okay? Really, just this, I think this is more about just trying to control how this happens, trying to micromanage the universe instead of just being receptive. Now, yeah, because this is the path to your destiny. You're being called forward to this path now. And this is victory. The victory at hand, it could be the realization of a project or a goal, or it could be more metaphorical, such as victory over your destructive habits, like we talked about earlier, beating the odds, triumphing over difficult circumstances, over, rivals or naysayers even, or a mixture or combination of the above. But I do want you to relish in the rewards that come to you now as completely as you're able. Things, we go through cycles, right? So all things eventually pass. So make sure you really take in this moment, okay? But I would be very careful and discerning about the quality of guidance that you're seeking, okay? It's usually an easy task to identify when guidance isn't of a higher vibrational variety, so I think you'll be okay, but do pay attention to this in the second week of the month. And if you are seeking answers of some kind, ask to be shown the answers in the way that serves your highest good from the universe, okay? Now, I think it's going to be important to continue to work on and develop this connection with Source when you're, communicating with the universe in this way, asking for these answers, asking for these signs. It's going to be important to work on that connection, to develop it with Source and to your talents, because this represents undeveloped talents, and remember that you're supposed to be tapping into these now, so work on that. Know though that nothing escapes the notice of the universe, so that communication isn't falling on deaf ears, so to speak. The universe hears you, the universe sees you, and it's time to fiercely pursue your creativity now, okay? And it's time to be open to receive more blessings in your life, because many are available to you from the endlessly loving, compassionate, kind, and spiritual beings that surround you at all times, out in, Source, from Source. And you can begin to cultivate a blessed frame of mind if you remember that. Now, if you're finding this time difficult, it could be that you're suffering from a heavy karmic lesson from this or another lifetime, and your soul may be struggling to really integrate the lesson, and feel free to rise up and move on. So do spend some quiet time alone and let the universe know that you are ready to receive healing in this area. There's a strong component of communication with Source right now, so I would definitely be, using that ability. But this karmic thing will explain why at times you feel you don't fit in. But really, I think you're not meant to, because this is all necessary to help you grow and change. Yeah, it's all leading to the reveal of your pure, true, and beautiful self. What once would have been more instinctual creativity, beautiful in its own way, I think it now becomes inspired and sublime, adding depth and healing energy to your creative expressions. Yeah, you're clearing all of the karma out. It will involve some ups and downs, this energy. You may consciously sense attachments or spiritual presence that's not of highest vibration and needs to be released from your energy field. or you may just feel angry, you know, tired, depleted, or not yourself sometimes. In this feeling like third week of the month is when this energy comes up, third to fourth week. I think a good affirmation to put out right now would be something that, you know, along the lines of, and you can say this with me now if you want, of my own free will, as a sovereign being of light, I now dissolve and disintegrate any contract of permission that I have ever given, consciously or unconsciously, in this or any lifetime, to any being that does not love me unconditionally, to be attached to my energy field. Okay, so it looks like a lot of good is trying to come in, but you just have to work on releasing something that is preventing or hindering it from being able to fully come in. Looks like this is karmic related. I would continue to communicate and work with source spirit to clear this, to block this, find some, to unblock this, I should say. Find some affirmations that work for you in this regard, and continue to, you know, encourage the positive shift in your life that's wanting to come through here. Okay, so that is what I have for you, Gemini. I really hope that was helpful for you in some way. If it was, please let me know by liking the video. Subscribe to the channel if you don't already do so. I will be back next month with your readings. So until then, I hope you guys have a great month. Take care. Bye for now.